152-pound weight class from South Plainfield, Inan Sikel. And he is in the black, green, and white uniform. A senior, 23-1 on the season, and he is wrestling Piscataway's Javiair White, 18-2 on the senior, also a senior. Javiair White in the black and gold with Chiefs on the back and the large P on the right side of the uniform. White is the only Piscataway wrestler in the finals, and Sikel, one of 7 South Plainfield wrestlers in the finals. They're neutral as they go out of bounds.
Sikel is a brother of South Plainfield coach Matt Anderson.
White is coached by longtime coach in the area, Bill Pavlak.
White does have a victory early in the season over Sikel. Sikel is down from 160 here at 152. So we're tied up at 0, 1 minute in the first period. We like to mention other winning wrestlers in the weight class when you have the opportunity. Tyler Pitchforth of Carteret, 17-3. Justin Gaffrey, the 3rd seed, who was upset last night, the 3rd seed from Monroe, with a 13-5 record. Sam Parro of Colonia, 13-2. Nick Tallifer with 11 wins out of Sayreville.
Javiair White had a 6th place finish at 160 pounds last year, so he's down a weight class. Sikel took 2nd place at 160 here in the GMCs in 2013. White made his way to the finals with a tech fall over Tyler Pitchford of Carteret. Sikel, a tech fall over Eric Nolan of Edison. So both wrestlers with tech falls as White gets in, although countered by Sikel pretty well, and they go out of bounds. Called out of bounds by referee Anthony Zullo. As Stu, you said, Sikel lost to White 10-4 in his match just about a week ago, and there he gets the takedown.
A slick duck under takedown on the buzzer. That's what we were talking about earlier, giving up and scoring points at the end of the periods. Something you love for your own wrestler, something that frustrates you when your wrestler gives up the points, as does it frustrate yourself.
But when you get that momentum at the end of a period, it's always a nice push into the second. White deferred on his choice, and
White is slick. I watched him earlier in the day. Great hips. And I've been impressed with what I've seen. I haven't really known much about him until today, and I've been impressed with what I've seen. As we step out of bounds, we're going to get a fresh start in the middle.
Well, he was impressed with his win. He said that was probably his biggest win of his career. I'm sorry, White winning over Sikel.
Sikel with the green ankle band, White with the red ankle band, and it's Sikel in on a single, trying to pull White back in. We're going to get a technical violation, fleeing the mat, and it's going to be a 1 point awarded to green.
We are tied.
Referee felt White was jumping out to avoid the takedown.
2-2 with a minute to go here in the second period. Kind of a diving double leg by White. And the takedown.
White comes back and scores a takedown.
He has been using those bear hugs and upper body strength moves the whole time.
This is a Region 3, Region 5 matchup. Both these wrestlers head in different directions after districts.
And Sikel getting the escape on the edge with 38 seconds to go in the second period here at 152 pounds.
White with the hometown behind him, and South Plainfield with the big contingency in the bleachers ahead of us. Sikel trying to set up his shots. White working an overhook, underhook. We're going to step out of bounds. We're going to get a fresh start in the middle.
11 seconds to go here in the second. And it looks like we're going to end the second period with a 4-3 lead for Javiair White. It'll be Javiair White's choice.
White has choice. He selects the defensive position. Look for him to explode off the bottom. Sikel has been ranked in the top 10 at 152 this season. That 23-1 record. White with 18-2 record of his own. It's Sikel on top. And if he picked up anything from his brother, Matt Anderson, it's how to ride. Matt Anderson was the master of the offensive position, you know, just several years ago when he wrestled for South Plainfield and took his wrestling career on to Lehigh, where he continued great success.
Interestingly, our colleague at the Home News Tribune, Greg Tafaro, in his preview of the 152-pound weight class, looked at these two guys and said, "This is going to be, these are the two guys you're going to look at most likely." And he came up with this final.
You know, seeing the final matchups, I knew this would be an exciting one. Anybody's game here to win. And it's White pops up and Sikel bringing him right back down. Sikel needs to stay under the arms, lifts the far ankle. White holding onto that wrist, trying to tie Sikel up. And look for potentially dangerous calls. Wrestler bears all his weight. We're going to get a fresh start. This was an exciting final last year with Jordan Brigano of South Brunswick defeating Dylan Payton in overtime with a 1-0 score. Remember that bout.
There is a caution on Sikel.
It is hard to believe we've only crowned one South Plainfield champion and we're at 152.
Right. Hard to believe indeed.
Sikel on top. He's got the leg in. We're going to get a fresh start, potentially dangerous. So if we don't see, it's probably a good strategy here being employed by Sikel. He's going to give him the one. He needs points. So give up one, try to get the two is a strategy being employed here. But it's White that cuts the corner.
He's got to bring him to the mat for the points. And he does.
Down. So White up 7-3. With 35 seconds to go. Look for White to try to stay heavy here. Keep him down. Underhook. Bill Pavlak, the Piscataway coach, former South Plainfield coach.
Anthony Zuhl, the referee, wanted to give two. He's paused. He's thinking twice about that, and he's called over Ed Marion for a consultation on that call. I think that's the right call. Give him the escape, not the reversal.
So it brings our score to 7-4. Sikel with 17 seconds. He needs a big move here. Sikel has no time to waste. He needs to come out White.
Under 10 seconds.
White with double underhooks. Needs to step into that, try to throw it. He's going to run out of time as White's in on a single. And White's going to win this one.
A 7-4 final. Javiair White winning the 152-pound championship at the GMC tournament.